Supposed to rain tomorrow. It's kind of gloomy today, but I'm gonna pull the car out and take it for a drive. Been wanting to. Plus it'll be the last drive with the carbon intake on it. I'm gonna go drive into my buddy Nate's house and grab the new one tomorrow. I just tried that new product in here earlier since it was cool, and I treated the seats a little. Good day for it. You don't want to do it when it's hot or when it's sunny. Interior's looking fresh. See how much moisture I get in the exhaust after I change the fuel. I don't see much of anything anymore. Had to have been the fuel. Oh yeah, it's front end Friday, isn't it? I gotta make a post. Today was just crazy too, with like posts online. I don't like mentioning other channels' names, but like that Derek Barron kid and his car, and now he wants to sell it. And I saw that coming a long time ago. I mean, I guess I was hopeful thinking he'd keep it, but I'll get into that when I drive. Look at the stance on this thing. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, it's not that the clutch is like super bad in this. I mean, it is a new clutch. It's just, it reminds me of like a puck style clutch. My mom. It's just like the engagement's rougher than I think it should be. It's because I experienced the center force clutch in my last car, and that one was like a lot smoother. You guys remember who Derek Barron is? I didn't know who he was really until he got the Cobra, and then I recognized him. I'm like, I've seen a couple videos with him like testing out other people's Cobras. So then I started watching like a whole video of his, and you can see why he's popular. I mean, he is trying to do like the latest and greatest things, kind of. But yeah, just when he picked up the car and stuff, and you know, he was like, ooh, I love this, you know, and he was saying like it was his dream car, this is a dream of mine, and his friends were kind of saying like, yeah, if you had to sell one car, it wouldn't be this one, and he was getting all his friends' advice. He seems like a people pleaser more than someone who is just living his life for what he likes. I mean, he seems like he's putting his channel out there for not himself.
And I just so happened to find the absolute most iconic dream car of mine, 10 minutes away from my house, for sale currently. And you guys know, man, this has been a car I've always wanted since I bought Bluetooth valve. Do you think this is like a good thing to even like consider?
Yeah. I
think
mean,
so?
That thing is, I mean,
it doesn't get better than that.
Pictures wise, it's clean.
They're not gonna believe us, dude. Like, where did these cars come from in Virginia? The Fox body, where did that come from? No one believed how nice it was.
Someone's garage.
Now this Cobra, I haven't seen it in person, but
And I just see so much of how I used to be in him. Because I mean, before God saved me, and people don't like when I say that type of stuff because everyone thinks they're a Christian. I thought I was one for like the first 26 years of my life, but I was deceived. And it's not until you come to that point of openness about things like, you know, I could be wrong, you know, you got to put your pride down. Even scripture says that. You can't have any pride when you come to God. You have to be completely open. And the part is, like, when everyone says, like, you know, to live for God's will, it's God's will, not your will. So I mean, if you're trying to go one way in your life and you're really his child, he's gonna like ruin your plans. And a lot of people don't like that. They want to go their own way, and that's a big problem. Everyone wants to be saved and go to heaven, but they just don't want God to be there when they get there. But I don't want to talk too much about God right now. I'm trying to make this a channel for everybody. But that's who I am, so it's gonna come out. But yeah, so he got the car. I mean, I was happy for him. I'm like, cool, you know, it's gonna make the Terminator Cobra more popular because he's got tons of subscribers and stuff. But he's always asking people's opinion. What should I do? Do you think I should do this? Do you think I should do this? What would you do? And even like a month ago, I think he sent me a message because we do talk like off and on, and he asked me about the seats. How much could I get for my Cobra seats? And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, I hate the seats in the car and I don't even really like them. And I was like, are you kidding? And he's like, wanted to put race seats in there, and I was like, all right. I'm like, it's not a decision I would make, and I definitely wouldn't sell your seats, because if you ever want to sell that car, you know, collectors like that stuff. Just said they were like so uncomfortable, and I forget what he said. I could go back and look at my Instagram. Yeah, here's the message. Yo, Josh, question. What would a full Cobra interior be worth? Dark charcoal, no rips, 22,000 miles. Did you say $2,000 is fair? Doesn't like it. Doesn't feel as good as his 2-valve. Wants to delete the rear seats, harness bar painted, racing seats, you know, that steering wheel. I mean, I just told him, I basically told him what I told you on the video. This feels too plush. Yeah, I was just gonna sell his seats. I could sell them for him quick, I bet. But it's just crazy. Such a beautiful car the way it is. But I was just trying to tell him, like, it's not a good idea, and if you absolutely need to change the seats, then keep them. But he really didn't want to do that. He said, if I get new seats, I'm selling them. So, you know, then time goes by, and I saw he was unhappy with the wheel choice he made, which isn't a big deal. Like, just get different wheels. But I guess he like parked the car and was just like not feeling it for a while, if you've watched his last video. And yeah, the clutch feels better as the car warms up. It's just like the transmission too. I mean, everything gets smoother as the car warms up. So I don't know if you guys seen my post, but I am going to be doing Mystichrome leather stuff, shift boots, everything. I'm supplying the leather, and I got a good guy that's going to do it all. So I mean, if you need to get an order in, try to get it in by the end of the weekend, the latest. But yeah, back to that. Like on his last video, he was mentioning like selling the car possibly, and I mean, I commented on his video like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? You just got it. I thought it was your dream car. And all the comments on his video, especially from Cobra guys, were against it. And then you wake up today and you see a post from him on the Terminator pages saying how wants to sell it, how much he could get for it, and this and that. And I mean, I made some comments because other people agreed too. They said, you know, I thought this was your dream car. It just goes to show that he doesn't know what he wants. I mean, oh, that kills me. I just wish people would just be themselves, and I don't know. talking about getting rid of it and getting a 10-speed Mustang, you know, like most of his buddies have. I mean, if you're just wanting the newest technology and go as fast as you can and look like everybody else, I mean, yeah, I guess do that. I really don't see why. I just remember how I used to think before I had a relationship with God. I mean, I was just trying, I knew life was short, you know, people die, I'm gonna die. I mean, first I wanted just to be known as like a motocross racer. If I don't make it to like the amateur pro, I'm gonna just be known as like that cool local racer, you know, as long as I'm known as that. And then it was, I mean, it was everything. It was the bike, BMX bike stuff I did. Then it got into the skateboarding. That's when I crushed my hand because I was getting too confident and doing something I did a million times and just smashed that. These people are crazy. I'm gonna see if I can take some pictures in here, but it's too cloudy. I mean, to be honest, he kind of seems like he belongs with like the new cars, the new crowd and stuff. I mean, sell the Cobra to someone that's gonna appreciate it and, you know, do it up the right way, take care of it. A real Cobra guy, you know? I mean, like for me, I mean, this is my real dream car. There's nothing else you could offer me. You couldn't offer me a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, nothing. It was this and the Toyota Supra. I'd love to have both of those at one point in my life. But I know I probably would never be able to afford both. Love the tone right here. No condensation. I just took it out for a quick cruise. What's up, buddy? You're happy. Hey, buddy. I know. Yeah, this is his channel. His girlfriend's got a new Corvette. Yeah, his blue Mustang's nice looking. I don't know what the skull's about. That looks weird. But yeah, there's his Cobra though. Doesn't have many pictures of it on here. Yeah, where is it? Here it is. Yeah, it's a nice car though. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be for sale, so anyone who's seeing this right now, this guy, reach out to him. It's got low miles, it's got cams, it's got a 2.3 Whipple. It's set up, ready to go.
And you know, it's all good. Like buying a car and stuff, and the cash part doesn't bother me. It's just the fact that I know, like deep down, I got rid of a new Edge, and I'm now buying another new Edge for $30,000, and it was actually a hard sale. You can ask Ted, and you know, behind the scenes, I was tripping a little bit. I was like, you know, I like the car, but this doesn't feel right. Spending this much money.
So it is about the
something
money.
From 2004. So that's just one hurdle you have to get over if you plan on buying.
Hurdle. I mean, if it was your dream car, I'd have no problem dishing the money out, which I didn't. That was in my account and out the next day. Boom.
I like it, but it's a lot of money.
Yeah, so this was his video from the other day. And I mean, if he was going off the Cobra, the 0304 Cobra people's opinion, you're going to see everybody in here going, that was my reply. I don't think he even read it. He's probably sick of hearing from me. You have a rare legend car. If you want to decide to sell it, let me know. You know, everyone's basically telling him to keep the car. But he's got his mind made up. He wants that new stuff. He's chasing that next thing, the new thing. And I mean, it's just, for me, I just remember like when, before I was like, you know, because life is depressing. Let's just be real. There's death, there's bad things happening all the time, there's a lot of evil in the world. So it's hard to feel happy, you know, and I'll just say it now. I mean, without Jesus, you're not going to have it. You'll have fake happiness and stuff like that. For me, it was always like, oh, I want the next raise, or I need a better job, or oh, I'm getting bored with this car, I get something else. You know, once I get this next car, then things will just be fine. I'll be content. Or I just need this next toy, and then I'll be content, and nothing else will matter. But it was never like that. Like, they would come and go, and the newness would wear off, and yeah, it was boring. And I mean, and it was so defeated. I hated living life like that, where it's like, I'm like, why can't I just like anything? Everything gets boring to me. And but yeah, and then I started reading the Bible, and it says that exact thing in there, and that's all I gotta say. Yeah, so here's the post from earlier. I tried to screenshot it before. I knew it was going to be removed. He removed them all. I don't know if he changed his mind, or maybe the car's sold. Who knows? But I just wanted to show you what people said. Look at my new 10-speed. Everyone else has. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I commented this. It's funny. I had someone reach out to me on Instagram, Myers, I think, and he was thinking the same thing. A lot of people are thinking the same thing, you know? Dream car. I commented on this guy's comment. People didn't like that comment, but it's all right. I edited it and made it sound a little nicer, but it's true. I mean, you can just end it so easy, and I mean, if you're dying without Christ, you wasted your life. See, then you get people saying this to me, and I'm like, man, he has to use that language too. And of course, Travis, I think Venom, liked the comment against me. He doesn't like me at all anymore. He doesn't watch. He probably watches my videos. I'm sure he does. He just doesn't comment on any of my stuff, doesn't like any of my pictures anymore. Just because of the whole religious thing. Yeah, then Derek said, you can die from a brain aneurysm, you know, basically proving my point that life is short. But I don't know. I'm just trying to help. That's really all I'm trying to do. I have a good heart. I mean well. I might not always say the right things, but, you know, I'm sorry if I don't. So whatever. I mean, I lost my best friend in a car accident at 19 years old. So, I mean, I know about this stuff.
An absolute mint interior in this car.
Watch the upper bolster.
You know, the seats are.
It's not that mint in my opinion. It's a nice car. The seats are in great condition. I'm just overly picky.
What price I could give? You know, this.
Oh, yeah, that just doesn't look good to me.
Let's go sell our soul, baby. The wheel and a new edge, I can tell you
That's
right
my
now.
buddy's car.
Only at like
It's a nice one.
360.
SVT
I can't
Myers.
imagine, really. That's exactly why people keep.
He's got good taste in wheels too.
I think it's badass.
Looks pretty good, don't it?
Oh yeah. It looks really good for being in 2004.
This has to be. Unless hard times come, and you know life throws me a curveball. But I don't even know actually. Probably Lucifer. Man, if I'm being honest. Just because that's
You
an
can replace
SM7.
Lucifer a lot easier than this.
Yeah, very true.
And I'll just get you to.
Yeah, that was his buddy just saying this is a forever car and everything like that. Sounds like his buddies have their heads on straight. But hey, get what you want, get what makes you happy. I mean, if he's not happy with the car, I hope him the best. I hope he gets something that he's gonna have for a while. And I wish his channel the best. Alright guys, God bless. Yeah, I took the car out again. I stopped in here. Oh man, if you guys could see this in person. The sun is setting. It's a good example of the color shift. Yeah. See it shift there. It's Mystichrome. No, I love this song. That was worth it. I pulled in here before and I couldn't get any pictures, but I just happened to take the car out again because I was bored. They have so many pebbles in the school parking lot. Love this thing. Come on, Derek. How could you ever want to get rid of this rocket ship? I'm just not a fan of like the newer technology. I know it's more efficient. I know automatics are like the fastest cars on the quarter mile. I know this. I mean, the fastest car I've been in was an automatic. It was that Supra I told you about. Honestly, it was so long ago, I don't even really remember what that Supra felt like being in it. So I would say this is the fastest car I've been in. Beautiful. Alright guys, so that's the extended ending of my video. Hope to get better with the videos. I'm not good at like editing and all that stuff like Derek's channel. I mean, he's been doing it for a while. I wish I had someone local to teach me pointers and tips on how to do stuff. I use a real cheap app that just, I don't know, it's easy. You can shorten the clips and put them together and upload other clips and add text, but you can't add any like highlights around the text, so it's like, that's why I have to mess with so many different colors, and I usually just pick white because that's the one you can see the most. It's just stupid. There's not a lot of options. Because I do have the skill, I feel like, to pull off much better stuff. But anyways, yeah, these exhaust systems hang so low when you get long tubes. Look at that. Then it tucks up in the back. Yeah, I should take these off. These big old vents. Feel that heat coming out. Warm my hands up. Till the next one. God bless. Stay safe.